welcome to Uplift Women's Wellness. I'm Bethany Bush, founder of Head to Toe Strength.
And I'm Aria Zahed, a licensed marriage and family therapist. We're here to empower and inspire women to thrive through holistic wellness.
Each week, we'll dive into topics like fitness, mental health, and personal growth.
And share real conversations and actionable insights to help you live your strongest, healthiest life.
Thanks for tuning in. Let's get started.
Bethany, I feel like you and
Aria.
Hey. So you and I were besties, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But story of us, okay? Our origin story. I feel like we bonded because in the past, we've had some female friends that probably weren't the best. I think I might have had it like a tiny bit worse than you. But yes, so I've had moments of my life purposely ruined,
Yes.
taken advantage of, selfishly by other people.
Yes.
That were very important to me all my life. I've had lots of female friends that had turned on me, potentially when I needed them the most, actually. So I had to learn, like, what was it about me that wanted to be friends with people like that? Okay, so I had to do a lot of like internal work. I realized a lot of it was me being a people pleaser, me being like scared of people abandoning me. So like I never stood up for myself in fear that people would walk away. But by being that personality type, it attracted people who were fine taking from others and ruining the lives of others, basically. You know, again, everyone was really young, so it's fine now. But I had to learn for myself, so I stopped meeting people like that and bringing people like that around me. I had to protect myself and finally figure out how to set boundaries. Okay, but when I met you, Bethany, I was already like healed. Like I had already been in a decision-making place in my life where only wonderful people were let in. And if you are not wonderful, I do not need to spend time with you. But you made the cut. You made the cut really fast.
Yes.
Yes. And I think that and then our friendship that developed from there is what I want to dive into today, because I'm really realizing when I had so many issues with friends before, I didn't value friendship the way I value it now. Because now my friends are giving, loving, supportive, kind, there for me.
You mean what friends are supposed to be?
Yes. Yes, what friends are supposed to be. But you have to be picky about who those people are.
Yeah.
Right? And I wasn't before. So now that I only have friends like that, I'm really finding the value in female friends and what they provide me in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And how I am so much more of a whole person because of being able to share my life with these women.
Mm-hmm.
And you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
It just reminds me of so many times throughout my life hearing people like, I don't like being friends with girls.
Yeah.
Like, ugh, girls are insert whatever descriptive word. Because there's so many times where it's like, yeah, I'd rather hang out with a whole bunch of dudes because they're going to tear you down, but in a joking, teasing kind of way, not in a way to like ruin your whole life kind of way. Where I know so many of my personal friends who have been like, yeah, we're good because neither one of us act like girls.
Yeah.
Which is sad, but
right.
What?
Yeah. I know.
Why are we so, I mean.
Exactly. Yeah. And that whole frenemy.
That whole frenemy thing.
It's disgusting.
That I don't understand that. I've seen it. I'm not saying I don't know that it exists.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it. Like, why?
So, narcissists.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's part of it. It's their personality type. Some people, have a hurt ego, like we talked about in the dating podcast, and they lash out when their egos are hurt or when they're feeling some kind of jealousy, or what's the other word? The one that's not jealousy?
Envy.
Bad envy. Yeah, so like there's a lot of lashing out instead of working internally. So that's unfortunately what I experienced. Like, I would consider a lot of these people from my past best friends, and it turns out they were feeling about me and that I don't even know how to explain it, because it's absolutely not how I felt about them, but there was lashing out. We'll just put it that way.
You feel like it's just an underseated like competition at all times for some people?
Yeah.
It's like you're always trying to do something to me. Where you're not friends with each other. Like, you're associates. Because then you're both competing to get ahead in the same ways. So that's why you
right,
quote unquote, became friends?
No, because for me, it was not a competition. For me, I was being loving and giving in the way I feel like a friend should treat another person.
Yeah, right.
But I think they were in competition with me.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I see what you're saying.
Like, not you specifically, but people are friends.
Yeah.
And granted, it is modeled in media. And it's modeled because drama sells.
Right.
And so pitting people against each other sells
women.
shit, especially women. And then obviously there's the whole like men like to watch women fight, blah, 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 blah. There's all that garbage.
Yeah.
But why?
I don't know why.
Where did this come from? Because
I don't know why.
From your psychobiology or from your women's studies classes, we were like tight in tribal clan days.
Yeah.
We ran shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, women were super, like, appropriately interdependent on each other. They leaned in to other women. And so it is very strange, like, what happened where there's this weird competitive aspect. I don't know. I haven't tapped into that. And I've also gotten very lucky with who my clients are, knock on wood, where I'm actually helping a lot of people helping people with similar issues as myself, where like, let's work on people pleasing and let's work on boundary setting. But now that I say that, would someone who likes to ruin lives go to therapy and say like, help me stop ruining lives? Probably not.
Because do narcissists typically seek out therapy?
No. Never.
Do they even seem to think that they need it?
No, they've found a way to blame.
Which they always find a people pleaser, though.
Always, yeah, because if you're not a people pleaser, you would see through their persona really fast. Really fast.
And you'd make excuses for them?
Yes. I absolutely would make excuses for them.
So it's the same thing people do with abusive partners.
It is.
It's the same situation.
It's the same. Yes. So, point being, for a long time, I thought like I should probably not be friends with girls because look what girls do.
So you had the exact same thought process that
I did.
I've also said and had girlfriends say.
Yeah.
Of like, fuck girls. No.
Yeah. And that's like heartbreaking now, because women are my people. And the women I have in my life now are absolutely incredible. It's like having a role model who's your best friend. Like, the leaning into womanhood is so beautiful. I'm so sad for my childhood self not seeking out women who were like the women in my life now. But now that I've gotten here, I really want to shine a light on how beautiful these relationships are, and how when you find your tribe, to really nourish those relationships.
Well, they're vital.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we founded a whole company on it.
We did.
We have a whole company based
point.
on building community, building relationship with like-minded,
yes,
giving,
yes,
communal people. Because, yes, which is why we have a consultation process, because if we're not good fits, we're not good fits. Please go on your merry way and find someone who's going to be a better fit.
Absolutely. Because
we have seen the value of what we've grown in each other, and how we continuously pour into each other, even though neither one listens to the other one.
Okay, that's different.
Okay, of course, now that's different.
We cannot take compliments, which is a personal issue as well as like an interpersonal issue, but we still listen. Yes. We listen. We just can't.
You hear them, they just go in one ear and out the other, and you need someone else to tell you.
Exactly. It's like, thanks for the compliment.
Yep.
Next on the to-do list. Oh. Because
we do, like, and that's why now you've got so many things that are women-based. Either women in business, women of color, women in like, it's very, like, women in finance, women in this, like...
Yes, women in tech.
Women in tech.
Yeah.
Women in STEM.
Yes.
And there's so many industries that have been male-run for so long where you get into the upper echelons of C-suites.
Yeah.
And good luck finding more than one very specific type of person who hangs out in those C-suites.
Oh my gosh, good point.
And then it's awkward because it's like, you need a tampon, right?
Yeah.
Do bathrooms sell those? No.
Oh,
can you just, like, I think they've removed all tampon pad dispensers from all public restrooms. I don't remember the last time I saw one. So the fact that, like, we can't even get our menstrual products, how...
Oh my gosh, I know. Yeah, like, I mean, we can't even get started on menstrual anything.
No, but that's why we all sync up, because our hormones are that powerful, because we're meant to rhythmically sync together.
Right.
We're designed to sync.
Yes.
Not bitch fight and cat fight and bullshit.
Absolutely. The whole women against women thing that some movies portray, again, movies I think written by men.
Which there are more coming that are sequels to previous ones. So, like, they're not stopping.
Okay.
Well, they're still coming.
Okay. I mean, that is a narrative that I hope we can squash. I really...
Like Barbie!
Like Barbie.
Again, like Barbie.
Barbie was great.
Like America Ferrera's monologue that's been quoted by so many different people.
Yeah.
Like,
beautiful.
That's why Barbie did so well.
It was. Okay, and the scene with the videos where it was like real people, not actresses. Remember the videos at the end?
Mm-hmm.
So beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So beautiful. Yeah. I mean, women are absolutely incredible. You just have to find the ones that are nice. But I know now that a majority are nice. I didn't know that when I was little. I know that now, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. And something you brought up, Bethany, was C-suites that I've actually been thinking about a lot this week. It's not C-suite related, but it's like along the same lines. You know how we talk about how excited we are for a female president one day? And people are saying, one day, and people are saying, like, we're not ready for a woman. We're not ready for a woman. But every single male president has had female teachers and a mom who raised them, most likely.
Well, so, you all had to come from a woman.
Yes, but not just that, but like that level of strength, quote unquote, and intelligence and prestige and beating out all these other men to be president, a woman got you there. Well, you learned from women.
Uh-huh.
You went to school with women teaching you, and now you're praised for how smart you are. That was a woman.
Uh-huh.
But we can't, run a country yet.
Mm-mm.
But you'll let us like create the knowledge that men know.
Yeah, because most teachers, K through 12, are female.
Yep.
Most of my teachers were. I don't know percentages and actual data, but
I think we should find the data one day. All of mine were female until high school. High school, there was blends, but still majority female. But I think that teachers in general just do not get enough credit.
Of course not.
For what they do. And I wonder if that's because they're women. And it's like, oh, it's just a glorified daycare. No. I remember everything my teachers have ever taught me. Audio. I'm an audio learner.
Not visual.
Not visual. I'm an audio
You're an auditory learner.
Yes. So like I remember so much. And would I be the person I am today without my teachers? No.
You also notice how women choose much more mentally challenging careers.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Examples. I'm picking in my head, I'm thinking like a pediatrician. Like that kind of
therapist.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Any type of emotionally based business. So like a lot of your pediatricians that are going to have a better bedside manner, obstetricians that do the delivering and the taking care of the babies.
Yes.
And then like the postpartum nursing.
They're with the patients all day.
Nursing majority, from my own personal experience working in hospitals, female.
Yeah.
But look at how many doctor shows too that we have all that are a predominantly female cast with one really hot male.
Yeah.
That they're all pining after. But a lot of the heavy decision-making jobs, women carry. So it's very interesting that we are not considered smart enough or emotionally intelligent or decisive enough to hold that when back in the day we managed everything.
Yeah.
And we're in charge of everything.
Exactly.
Other than the specific leader of the role.
Right.
Like, how have we been degraded so much?
Yeah.
Where even we light up different types of our brain. And we use different parts of our brain. And because we are designed to create humans and make babies, we're also with that third brain,
right, to
be hyper aware and more cognitive, because that technically you're supposed to be from a psychobiology standpoint, managing the tribe, keeping everyone alive, and raising children.
Yes, and the kids. Yes.
So really, we've been project managers for millennia.
Yeah, that's a really good way to say it. Yes, and I do believe women can run this country.
I do too, but there's so many countries that run so much smoother around the world that have female prime ministers and female presidents and
yes.
It's interesting why and I just saw it on social media not too long ago. We're allowed to do all of these things. And we can do all of these things. but our periods get in the way because we can't decide how to run a country and we can't make a logical decision.
Yeah, like quote unquote. Like these are not like what these are based off of what?
Like, yeah, where's the data to support this? Where's the
No
statistics
data.
that say this?
No statistics. No. And the being too emotional, it's like, I'm sorry, like we need emotion in this country. We need so much empathy. And so much empathy.
That's what
sympathy.
My gosh.
Yeah.
We're lacking empathy and compassion like we've never heard of it before.
I know.
For each other, for other countries, for other races, for other people. Like,
yeah, exactly. Why is being emotional a bad thing? I think people are trying to say it like you'll overreact or you'll take it personal. But like, that's exactly how I feel about men with their anger.
Yeah. But look at also every female celebrity that it's like, if she stands her ground, well, she's impossible to work with. Or if, you know, a man sleeps with a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
He's like a pimp and he's a stud and he's like...
Yeah, there's words for it.
There's words. And then if a woman does the exact... I mean, be a Taylor Swift fan or not.
Yeah.
She's not lying in her, whatever that song is, Man. Think like when she's like, if I did this, if I was a man, I'd be something...
Right.
So, like...
Totally.
She's not lying.
Yeah.
And yet... no one sees us as an equal. But we have to use so much more of our skill sets.
Yes.
Every single day because we have to take in information, process it, and then spit it back out correctly into the right boxes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand.
And we need each other.
Yes.
We've always needed each other. There's a reason why cycles sink.
Yeah.
Granted, there are biological necessity sides, but there's also...
No, but that's true. It's like, why do the cycles sink? Like, where did that even come from? It must come from something pretty special. Right?
So that you all ebb and flow in the same way and can support each other in the same way. And be there for each other during these cyclical phases that are emotional, that are whatever they may be. But it's like, you're made fun of now for being emotive or being thought-provoking or being outside of the norm. Like, it's now it's negative. But you get all of us together in a room, in the right room with the right people, we could solve all the world problems. What's the joke? I know there's a joke that was like, if you got all the top women in the world together, we could solve every single problem that exists or something like that.
Yeah, I believe it. Because I don't want to say that this is a vast difference between men and women, because I'm sure men can do this too. But I think women can see, it's hard to describe like what I'm actually envisioning, but they can almost like see the future better. Like, if we make this decision, this is going to be the outcome.
Well,
Does
planning.
that make sense? Yes, it's like planning, but it's like in a way of understanding what the people will do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is required based on how to make a tribe live.
Okay.
And a clan, like, none of this is new stuff. This is how the human race has survived. Because men weren't there.
Yeah.
They were out, I don't know, what did you say?
They were hunting or at war or, I don't know what else men did. Fishing. Exploring lands. I don't know.
But if you think about it that way, they were never around.
Yeah.
We were always managing the whole tribe.
Yes.
And everything that needed to get done. Meals made, people fed, elderly taken care of.
Yes. there was like a general tribe mentality. I envision it, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I envision it as everyone who was left behind. So everyone who was not out and about working, there was a tribe mentality. We're going to care for everybody mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do believe a majority of those people were women.
It's about the collective good.
Yes.
And what is best for everybody. And we have become so selfish, like I said in the body image one, because, or dating, not body image, the dating one, because it's like, we're so self-absorbed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do you realize what you could do if you just leaned on someone else for a little while?
Mm-hmm.
Like with starting our company and doing this, I'm shitting my pants on a regular basis. You're having to talk me off the ledge quite frequently because it's terrifying to be out here doing this.
Yeah.
Trying to be something different, trying to take my passion and my purpose and live it fully.
Yes.
It's fucking terrifying.
Yes.
Because it's against anything I've ever allowed myself to do.
Right. Like as a business owner.
As a business owner.
Like everything's on you.
Everything's on me.
Yes. I understand.
The whole thing.
Anything
you see anywhere, Bethany designed it.
I know. You should be so proud.
Thank you. But I have to ask you regularly.
Yeah.
Am I out of my mind?
I know.
Or can you like fact check me for me? Like I don't know what I would do without you now.
Oh.
Like you're so valuable. You're such a incredible human. And I have so many incredible friends now that I have to ask you a lot of like, wait a minute, what? It's like you don't want something from me. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to give you something?
Yeah.
Make it equal?
Yeah. Like a very specific give and take relationship.
Yeah.
I'm really realizing that healthy relationships are give and take, but it's a give and take from a place of love and admiration. And that looks so different than a give and take of I need my needs met. How can I use you to get my needs met?
Well, it's just like in the drowning. It's when someone's drowning.
Yeah.
They'll kill you because they're not in their right mind. It's that same exact id lizard brain.
Right.
Of how can I run over you to then accomplish what I need? That's not how we get ahead. That's not how we've gotten ahead. That's not how advancements in technology, science have been made. It's by a group of people thinking together because, oh gosh, 2 heads are better than 1.
Yes.
3 heads are better than 2.
Yes.
Because you want that healthy. My gosh, our conversations sound like we're fighting.
What do you mean?
Because like we'll get talking.
Okay.
And then it's like, well, what about that? No, well, no. Hey, what about this? No, I don't really like that. But it sounds like an argument when it's really just a really healthy, thoughtful.
Yeah. It's the passion.
Participatory.
Yeah.
I can't fucking talk.
No, that's right.
Participatory conversation. Like that's how this has been made.
Yes.
That's how this exists.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Like our brains fire at the same time because we're on the same page. We want the same things. We have the same goals. Yes. That is, and like, we are not against each other.
No.
We're on so much of the same team that we're lighting each other's fire.
Yes, like I get talking and then it's like, oh yeah, but what about this? And then you, like it's just constantly adding gasoline into the same fire. And then we bring in other people, like you bring in your friends and you talk to them, and then I bring in my friends and I talk to them. That's why any of this exists. We wouldn't be here right now if you and I didn't sit there a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Go, it'd be really cool if we had a podcast. Poof.
Right.
Here we go. Because all you said was, we have really good conversations.
Yes. I still believe that.
I still do too.
I know.
Not all of them get to go on the internet though.
No.
But I'm seeing that just and like with this podcast, right? I'm learning how to do this for the first time. You're learning how to do this for the first time.
Yeah.
We're sending it to everybody. And it's like, what do you think? Like, help us out. What do you think? And then the feedback is so good and so positive that all of our girlfriends are like, oh my gosh, I can't even picture what this is going to be like. Like, this is so cool. Like, these are thoughts that come out of, you're literally pulling thoughts out of my brain that I don't openly talk about regularly. Because a lot of times, women who are married with children or whatever, you don't get that time with your girlfriends.
No.
Or women have had such shitty, terrible friendships, they don't have girlfriends.
Right. Very true.
And it's necessary to get all that energy, and granted, this is going to sound hoo-hooey and vibey and whatever.
That's fine.
It's important to get all that energy and that together in one space. Because you just, when you have one of those really good nights, like really good nights, you walk away and you just get in your car and you're like,
Yes. Yes.
Like life feels doable again.
Yes. But I know what you mean by a really good night, but like, how would you describe that? What happens on an evening where you can get in your car and breathe?
It's not the conversation of like, so how was work this week? It's not that like conversation. It's, how's your marriage? How are you feeling?
Yeah.
How are you doing as a mom?
Yes.
How are you doing? It's about you, because it's the point in time where you're not serving anyone else and someone's sitting there, and so many women get so uncomfortable, like when the spotlight is right on you.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's like, no, because, and granted, I'm blessed with the gift of seeing through all of it, and I can pull stuff out of people, and people will word bomb all over me. I don't know what I give off that says that. I've been told different things at different times of why I am the person that people like to word vom all over.
Okay. Yeah.
But when you're that seen, you don't get that every day.
No.
And you got that girlfriend that's like, okay, how is the sex? Because, of course, that's very taboo.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to talk about the sex.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll ask you about it. Both professionally and personally, because that's a very good barometer for your relationship.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you satisfied? Is it good? You know, how often are you doing that? Are you even interested? Like, these are things that women should talk about with one another. Yes. Not just, Sally was wearing these heels the other day and they're so ugly. Like, who the fuck cares? She dresses like an idiot. I don't give a shit.
Right.
So what? Show up in your Walmart sweatsuit. I don't care.
Yeah.
Half the time I'm in leggings and a hoodie and I don't want to look cute ever. Like that whole like, okay, I'm going to show up looking like trash. We're going to drink and eat and junk and watch TV, but we're going to have the whole time we're just talking.
A real conversation.
Real conversations.
Quality time.
Quality time.
Yep.
Love language.
Yep. And I agree. Like, I definitely like deeper conversations and really checking in on people. But I also feel like what makes it go the extra mile is receiving validation and receiving support. And I feel like that's what I'm getting so much now as an adult with the people in my life. And it is amazing. It is like getting, your tank filled back up, like you were saying.
Well, and I'm notorious for saying that you can't give from an empty cup. And there's so many girls where you get together and you do that hug at the end of the night.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I forgot how good this was.
Totally.
I forgot how this felt. Because we're so busy giving to everybody.
Yep.
You can't hate your girl friendships, have terrible experiences, whatever. I really, really hope you find those girlfriends as you grow up and get older, because there's really nothing that can give you that just like,
Mm-hmm.
man, that was good.
Yeah.
Like, that was just good.
Your cup is full.
Your cup is full, because you shouldn't leave a friendship interaction feeling drained. That is not a healthy relationship.
Absolutely.
Or and you shouldn't be dreading it. You shouldn't be having any type of
negative
reactions, anxiety.
Yeah. Oh, anxiety. Yes. You should not feel anxious. You should feel like you're going into your safest space.
You should be able to take your soul out and put it on the table.
Yes.
Unhindered.
Yes.
Fully vulnerable. Here's my dirty, dirty, dirty ugliness.
Yeah.
And you're not judged and hated for it. You're like then showered with love.
Oh.
And understanding.
So amazing.
And comfort.
Yes.
Because that is what we can do that no other species can.
Yeah. Very true. Okay, Bethany. I want to hear your side of the origin story.
Like, what do you mean? that I had an appointment scheduled with some random chick?
Yes.
That I didn't know how to say her name.
Start from scratch. Yeah, story of my life. Okay. No one knows how to say my name. Aria. Oh my God.
I don't remember if I got it right the first time I tried or not. Did I get it right?
I actually
think you did. Well, because to me it's Gold and then Rhea.
Good job. Thank you.
Which is Aria.
I really think though, like I honestly truly believe that the people who've always had to correct other people on their names have a different set of character attributes of having to deal with that all their fucking lives.
I mean, I'm Stephanie, Brittany, Stacy, Elizabeth, Betty, like pick one. Stephanie's the most notorious. And I've also, so much to the point that me and my team, when I had a day job, we had a list of my names going.
Are you saying that no one remembered that your name was Bethany?
Yeah, or like email signature. My email signature is right there. Hi, Stephanie. I even got a Brad once.
Oh my gosh.
And then it's like, how do you, how do you say your name? I'm like, really? Beth? Any.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I mean, that's just ridiculous, but I can't blame people for not knowing how to say my name because it's a name that when you look at it, it's spelled uniquely on purpose. There's a U, which is not usual. And then up until pretty much Pretty Little Liars and Game of Thrones, no one knew an Arya. So for most of my life.
And Arya's the badass in Game of Thrones.
I know, and I'm actually so grateful for that because what if she wasn't?
Right.
Because people, like, after that show started, people say, oh, like Game of Thrones. And I'd be like, yes, exactly like Game of Thrones. Because it's like, finally, like, it would be like Arya. Like, literally, when I was working in customer service, I called out to, like, a random state, right? And I was like, hi, this is Aria I'm calling from. And she was like, Aria? That's weird. And I was like,
bitch, asshole, fuck you.
What? Like, I have to deal with stuff because of my name that other people do not have to go through. But now it's better. Now it's so much better. Thank you, whoever chose the name Arya in Game of Thrones and Pretty Little Liars. You have changed my life. And now there's a bunch of 2- and 3-year-old Aryas running around when I was literally the only one in the world.
I mean, the writer of Game of Thrones changed your life.
Was it who picks the names? The writers, right?
The writer. He wrote their books.
Yeah, the books.
Yeah, they're books. The show came long after the books. I don't remember the story.
So it's the author.
Mm-hmm, the author.
Okay. That makes sense.
He chose Sansa and Arya and Joffrey and blah, 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 blah,
if the author of the Game of Thrones books is listening, thank you.
Thank you for making my name cool.
God.
But yeah, you were just one of my first. I think you had just moved back down into Orange County, and
Yep.
you were doing your free personal training consult.
Yes.
And you just happened to get me.
I just happened to get you. And I say it was meant to be, okay?
All the time.
All the time. Because I was supposed to... There was another female trainer, and she helped sign me up and get me set up for training. And I said, no, I don't want to start today. And she was like, when do you want to start? And the day I picked, you were the only person available. I think I did say I wanted a woman, so it's like I had a little bit of a pull.
Well, out of that, you have like 2 options.
But out of that, okay.
2, maybe 3, I don't remember.
Okay, but the day I picked was your day.
Yes, it was my day. And it was the time, too, because you worked a day job.
Yep.
And I was one of the only female trainers, I think, who would train at night, because I still do that. That's still what I do. I still cater to the working human crowd who then want to work out after work.
Yes.
That's still my jive. But yeah, no, it just, and where I was at, I was a shell of an empty person who I didn't even know up from down, backwards from forwards, and I think you and I connected immediately on the fact that we're masters of science.
Yes.
I think that's where like our very first connection came from, like, yeah, I know what you went through.
Yes, totally.
Because I had just finished and you'd been done for a while, but I had just finished and I'm just like.
But I had also, like, on top of that connection, I just had moved to Orange County from the Bay Area, and you moved to California, like back to California.
Mm-hmm. I just moved back to California.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd only been back in California, I think, not even a month.
Oh my gosh.
When you and I met, because I had the job before I left Colorado.
Yes, and I had only been back in Orange County for about a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like our timelines lined up and synced. It just tells me that the universe said, here's this person that you really need right here. And then we just kept finding out like so many similarities.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Because professionally, that's how I connect with you.
Right.
So from a professional standpoint, I'm just asking you all the questions that I ask everybody else.
Yes.
That's no different, but in my head going, huh. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Like counting what was in common.
Mm-hmm.
Like checking.
Mm-hmm. Just checking the boxes of the commonality.
Checklist.
And then we'd end up talking more and more. And then you started to come to more of my classes, and because you trained like 3 days a week, plus you came to my classes.
Oh my gosh.
And you watched those all grow into what they did.
Such good times.
And like, it just kind of, and then you followed me.
Then I followed, COVID happened.
Yep. Got laid off. Lucky me, because
that gym actually shut down.
The gym's closed.
Yes.
Yep.
It's very sad.
Yep.
And then I followed you to your next place.
You followed me to my next one, and then you followed me to my next one, and we also did some park stuff by your house.
Yes. During COVID, when everything was shut down, I was like, Bethany, I'm falling into a depression. Can we please have a workout?
I need something.
I need to get out of my house.
Bring whatever you've got.
Yeah. Or don't bring anything at all. Just bring you and get me out of my house. I'm pretty sure we used like a picnic table for lunches.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we were at a park.
Yeah.
In a park on a concrete picnic table. Yep.
It worked. I was sore.
Yep. Well, I can do that. Soreness is easy.
I know, but I wasn't expecting it with a foot up on a picnic table.
Oh, the imagination that I have.
I know.
It just was like, well, to be totally honest, and I tell you this all the time.
Yeah.
You blow me away. You absolutely blow me away. You're positively gorgeous.
Yes.
And Yes, good
no,
job.
I'm saying like, yes, I know you think
damn it.
that.
Shit. See, she can't take compliments. But it's also typically people that are beautiful like you don't have a heart that matches. In my experience,
I've heard that from people,
and it's odd. And you're so kind and so genuine that it's almost like, wait, is this real? What type of manipulation is this?
Yeah.
Because then, eventually our sessions would get longer, and then we started staying and hanging out. And since I'm a jabberbox, because you don't like lifting,
I hate it.
You want me to talk the whole time.
Yes, I do.
So then eventually you end up hearing my whole life story.
I did.
And office drama and everything that goes on in my life, because I can jibber jabber about whatever.
I know. You took my pain away.
And I take your pain away, and then you would dance.
The
pain away.
Yeah.
And then eventually, it just got... We kept wanting to spend more time together.
Yeah.
But I always felt that it was me being selfish.
Oh, interesting.
I always felt that you were just being nice to me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I wasn't. The feeling of like us clicking and the timeline of us clicking was very, I think, is symbiotic the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like very reciprocal and like happening at the same...
Synchronized.
Yes. Full circle. Synchronized. We were syncing as friends. It was, No. I wasn't just trying to be nice. I was also having a great time, like working out. Because in San Francisco, I just had my dance class, which was great, but saying goodbye to that and not having an equivalent in Orange County, I didn't know what I was in for. And it was actually very sad for me to leave that dance class when I moved. So then finding you and finding that gym in particular with the Zumba offerings, of course, I feel like it made up for that loss like tenfold.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I always thought that you just felt bad for me, but that's my own stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't just expect pure kindness. Like, that's just my stuff.
Oh.
That's my baggage.
I feel like I don't even think, like, looking back, like, now I know where you were in your life, but at that time I didn't know. So it wasn't that I felt bad for you back then. Now I do. Now I feel bad for what you were going through. But back then I just genuinely wanted to spend time with you and attend your classes and all your trainings. Obviously, I kept following you, and now I'm in your company.
Yes.
So,
well, we also talked about this, 3 or 4 years ago?
It's been a really long time.
Like, we talked about how fun it would be to potentially work together, because we just seemed like you'd be the perfect coworker.
And you'd be the perfect company owner that I would work under.
Because you don't want to run your own company.
I don't want my own business.
And I never did either.
Yeah. But it's work. I think it's like working out. I feel, even though it's your company, like technically, I feel like our roles are so different that we just still need each other.
Yeah.
Right? That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want to be in charge of any of the crap that I do every day. Yeah, exactly.
Nope, I don't want to be in charge of anything. I just like working with clients, and that's it. All I want to do. I'll do notes because I have to, and I'll work with my clients. That's all.
We also, like, you always shift my perspective. Because you look at, because I'm jaded, and I do have a very, what would you say, clouded way of looking at things. Or I look at I see the potential bad.
Okay.
Before the potential good. And I'm terrible at giving the benefit of the doubt, because I'm just assuming, what are you coming to take from me?
Ooh.
And like, what do you want from me?
Makes sense.
And you help me kind of be like, well, no, maybe it's actually this other thing.
The good stuff?
The good stuff over here. Like, maybe not everybody's trying to, like, suck all the life out of you.
Yeah. Yes, I get that. I am learning based on other people that I give the benefit of the doubt too much.
Yeah.
And people are like, see, I was actually right. Aria, you were wrong about this person's intentions.
When it comes to me dating, yes.
Yes.
I've been right a lot, and you have not been.
You have been definitely right. I've been like, oh, well, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Like, making excuses for people. But I really do think sometimes it's innocent and sometimes it is good. But I think when you do get an inkling, you're right. Because mine, when I do the benefit of the doubt stuff, it's not an inkling. It's me just being like, it could be this. Like, I just go.
Oh, you don't get the gut feeling that I do.
No, it's not a gut. It's like, let me use the little tiny, teeny bit of evidence that I have. And like,
it's not your spidey senses tingling like mine are going,
no,
something's off.
No.
But I have that creepy, I have a freaky extra sense.
Yeah, you have like a sixth sense
of people
thing.
And I can also see things in people that you like, wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, like I actually see the good first, or I see neutral first, at least. And then I like use evidence, and it's not spidey sensey at all.
I guess you see, I got that from my trauma.
You did.
It's a defense mechanism to protect me.
Yeah. That is why we're different in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, you blow my mind regularly, and it breaks my heart. And I tell you all the time too, because when you're like, oh, you don't need to do this. And I'm like, yes, I do. I have a bare minimum to hit. I have a requirement of what I'm supposed to be to you. So yes, I will be doing all of this. And then I also have to tell you, stop saying shit like that.
Like stop thanking you for everything?
Yeah, like stop thanking me for everything, or apologizing for everything, or worrying about everything.
I know. I'm working on it. Because
I am in the place where I'm like, if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to fucking do it. But I also made a promise to you, and I'm going to stick with it.
Yes, thank you. I'm used to people breaking their promises. So, yeah. So okay, see, and here I'm thanking you again. I'm not going to thank you. I take back my thank you.
But it's like we talked about in the dating episode, always trying to be the better person.
Yes.
Outshine the other person, not keep score and like track and everything and be like, well, you didn't. No, it's like, well, you did this. Now I'm going to do this. Like we bougie up our birthdays.
Yeah.
Because that's just what we do. And I know all the things that you enjoy. And I know the things that you love. And you're very girly.
Yeah.
And you're very into things that I am not. But that doesn't matter, because if I see something like mermaidy and teal and pink and whatever, I save it and I send it to you.
I know. Thank you. You know me so well.
That's what you do. That's just what you do. From a professional standpoint, is it healthy and cathartic to have a very designated female support system to go to?
Yes. I would say yes, because I can't think of anything better than that in regards to self-care and community. Because, as humans, we really, really, really crave connection. And I feel like the life of a woman in this country is so complicated, and there's so many thoughts and feelings, that connecting with other women and just having that safe space to be fully you and to have these more complicated conversations and receive validation, I think that is a great way to show yourself love. If you can find like-minded people, like who have a lot of similarities to you regarding like values, the way you see the world, then yes, connect with those people. But I do not want people to go try to make friends with people who are not like-minded. I don't know if the safety would be the same.
Gotcha.
It'd be great conversation, to like hear a different perspective. But I don't think you'd be able to put your soul on the table the way you described feels the most fulfilling.
Yeah. Because then you get poured into by everyone at the table. But if you don't stand on the same moral value belief system, that's going to be a little bit more difficult. If you want to have a great conversation, go to it. Power to you.
Exactly.
Because at some basis, women as a species, we can all come together on certain things, though. There's certain things that we can all come together for-ish, or not really, no?
No.
Not,
it's hard. I feel like a majority, yes. There's a lot of women that can be on the same page about things, but I think it's not worth trying to figure that out because you might get hurt if you go into a different zone of values and morals.
Gotcha.
So like don't risk it. But if you feel like your current female community or the women in your lives like end up hurting you or draining you, or you have dread when you see them or anxiety when you see them, seek out new friendships and don't feel bad about leaving those friendships if they are not serving a healthy purpose.
Mourn the loss, but move on to something that's going to also fill you.
Yes. I'm definitely making it sound so much like easier said than done, but that is my advice. Like the way you and I feel, Bethany, with our friends, and when we're with each other, I would wish that upon everybody.
Of course.
But they need the person seeking out the friends or ending the friendships needs to figure out what they need. I want them to feel fulfilled, but they need to take responsibility for going to the right places to find the new people and taking the time to basically break up with
well, that's exactly what it is. You're breaking up because you are breaking up a relationship.
It's a breakup.
Because we want everyone to have what we have.
Yes.
Because everyone needs what we have. Whether you're rolling your eyes and you think girlfriend relationships are stupid, that means you haven't had a good one. If you're just like, ugh, girls suck, you just haven't had a good one yet.
Yeah.
Because we've all been there.
Yeah.
I hate girls. Girls suck. I don't want to. No. We've all been there.
Okay. So I just want everyone to kind of take the time to think about who is really giving and loving in their life and just prioritize that relationship. If you are looking around and you don't see anybody loving and giving, you deserve that. And please go find that for yourself. Thank you for joining us on Uplift Women's Wellness.
We're so grateful to have you as part of our community. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who needs it.
Follow us on social media for updates and extra inspiration between episodes.
And remember, you're stronger, braver, and more capable than you know. Until next time.
Stay strong, stay empowered, and keep uplifting each other.